Greetings, Queen Divine here, your My Money Matters coach, and it's that time again. Okay, it is the first of the month. It is August the 1st, so happy August. Okay, it is the second month in the second half of the year. We are in the second month of the third quarter. We are almost in the fourth quarter of the year, right? And so it's that time, right, for motivation. It's that time to get our heads on right. So I wanted to say happy birthday out there to, for one, all the Leos. So I got 3 Leos in my household. 2 of my children's birthdays this weekend. I know it's a lot of people's birthday this weekend. So if you a Leo, you know any Leos, happy birthday. Shout out to y'all. Right? And so today's lesson. So I realized that with trading, in order for me to be a successful trader, I need to learn the candlesticks, right? So I can stare at the charts all day. I can, some educator can call out the calls, right? But I want to be an independent trader, and I want to teach my children in my community to be independent traders as well. So number one, it starts with education, right? If you want to have something from a black person, put it in a book, right? And so we have a book of the month that I hope we get through the month, right? And so for one, I want to know, what are you committing to in August, right? August is going to be amazing, okay? Appreciating August, right? It's going to be amazing. So I hope y'all ready for what August brings. Right, but so the book that we're going to be looking at this month is called the Candlestick Bible, the Candlestick Handbook. Let me see if I can get that pulled up now. Okay, the Candlestick Trading Bible, right? And it was made by this man. We're going to call him Hama. Okay, and he was the most successful trader in the world, right? And so when you want to, how you doing today? So when you want to be successful and do something that you haven't done before, then it's best to learn from somebody who mastered it, and who went before you and did what you're trying to do, right? So I'm going to be using this book, right? And so today we just want to go over the introduction of it, just so you can know why it's important for us to read this book. So I'm going to be actually breaking this book down with my children. So that's one of the reasons why I'm starting, doing the class on it. So this is like my practice class, right? And so this book is not part of the academy. I'm reading it on my own. So since I'm reading on my own, I feel I can share it. Okay, but this Candlestick Trading Bible is one of the most powerful trading systems in the history of trading, okay? It was invented by Hama. He's the father of the candlestick chart pattern, okay? So this trader, he was considered the most successful trader in history. He is known as the god of the markets, right? And him doing this made him $10 billion in today's, type of money. And this is important to me because my first goal is to, my goal for 2026 is to have over $314,190 in my accounts, right? But then after that, the moving target is 400 billion Mansa Musa style, okay? So this man was able to create wealth of $10 billion in the economy just from trading, right? So the person who put this handbook together spent 10 years. He compiled all this information. He tested it. He organized it, and he updated it so that we can have like an easy, profitable trading system, okay? So this Bible, it's the method that, so if you are a trader, if you're not a trader, whether you are or you're not, this is going to help you take your trading to a new level, right? A consistent level, a profitable level, and it's going to be easy, and it's going to require us very little time, okay? So it says it's based on the Japanese candlestick patterns, right, in addition to technical analysis. Peace, Queen. So yeah, I'm really gonna dive into this book. I was watching the audio book last night, and there's some good stuff in here. But I don't know, just seeing it and hearing it like made it different for me. So I'm gonna be teaching this to the youth. So I'm testing my course out. All right, so all that you need to do is spend time, right, mastering the methods, and we're going to be able to use this in all markets. So not only do we trade in the forex side, we do high frequency trades as well as cryptocurrency trades, right? And so knowing how to read a candlestick is going to help us to be profitable in all markets. Okay, so learning Japanese candlestick is like learning a new language. Okay. Somebody made the analogy. You on page? Ooh, I gotta catch up. You see, I'm on page 4. Somebody made the analogy that candlesticks is just like, you know how when you talking, like on a microphone, and how the waves be going up and down. You know, when you loud, you got big waves, and when you whispering, it's, you know, kind of low, like it's consolidating, and things like that. So the candlesticks is a language, right? The markets are talking to us, and if we know what to look for, then we can understand the language, right? So, okay, next page. All right, so here we go. These strategies are very easy to follow, and it's detailed, okay? And it's going to help us with the psychology, okay? They said that when you trade, it's only 5% technical, and then 95% of it is mental, okay? So this helps with that mental psychology and helping you to know what you know, okay? Confidence is your currency. So when you're not confident, when you're about to make a decision in the market, sometimes it can cost you. All right, so many people have made fortunes off of following this candlestick handbook, right? And so it says we want to congratulate you for taking your first step in your trading education and becoming on the right path to becoming a better trader. Okay, so if you're at the beginning of your trading career, so it says after the beginning of our trading career really starts after we finish this book. Okay, so we shouldn't be reading this book fast. Okay, and we should take time to understand the concepts. And one thing that we're going to do is make sure that we go through the market and identify these different candlestick patterns inside the market on the charts. Okay, this is educational work. It's going to teach you professional methods. Okay, and it says, remember this. This is these are all skills that he shared. And it's going to change our life and the people around us, okay? The other day, I saw into the future, right? And the future looks so bright. I was just soaking it all in. Okay, so here's the overview. All right, so in this book, this is what we're going to be learning about, okay? Candlesticks anatomy, okay? So the body sizes, right? What do they look like? What do they mean? Okay, candlestick patterns, okay? So in the market, things happen in cycles, okay? Everything happens in a cycle. And so once you understand the cycle, then you understand the patterns. Well, once you understand the patterns, then you understand the cycles, okay? Okay, market structure, we're going to learn how to identify a trend, whether the trend is going up, whether the trend is going down, right? Whether it's a choppy market and it just keeps spiking or what. But we're going to learn some of the most important things in trading is learning how to draw your supports, which is your floor, and your resistance, which is the ceiling. Okay, and we're also going to be drawing trend lines, okay? Time frames and top-down analysis. So top-down analysis has allowed me to be successful this week in the market. I was able to make my first withdrawal. Woo woo. So the next goal is 500 to 1K. Okay, so multiple time frame analysis is very important when it comes to price action. Okay, and so we learn how to analyze the market using top-down analysis. I love that. That means when you look at a higher time frame, mark up your chart, and then lower the time frame and see what the market is doing. Okay, number 5, we are going to be learning how to trade using 4 price action trading strategies. So it's going to be 4 trading strategies that we're going to go over. The pin bar strategy. Okay, we're going to go over the engulfing bar strategy, the inside bar strategy, and the inside bar false breakout strategy. Okay, and so I'm just so excited because I noticed that me spending a lot of the time in the market, stuff be happening, but if I knew how to understand the candles better, I would be better informed. Okay, so I recommend you master the previous sections before jumping into this section. So that's the last one. Okay, and then last but not least, we're going to learn how to manage our money, right? Proper risk management. Okay, so you can make as much money as you want in this space, but if you do not know how to manage your money and control your risk, then you're not going to be successful for too long, okay? So, what's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. This is the Candlestick Bible handbook. Okay, so the history of candlesticks. You having fun? Okay, so in Japan, they've been looking at charts as far back as the 17th century. However, it did not come into the U.S. until the 19th century. So for 2 centuries, right, they was ahead of us with this knowledge. Okay, rice trading had been established in Japan in 1654 with gold, silver, and rapeseed oil. Okay, rice markets dominated Japan at the time, and it was not just a commodity, but it was their currency. And so he was so the person who wrote this handbook, his name is Suki Hama. He was a rice trader, and so basically he used this system to keep track of the price action with the rice. Okay, so he understood supply and demand, and he identified that emotion plays a lot of how prices get set. Okay, so that's important for us to understand. He was extremely well respected to the point of being promoted to a samurai status. Okay, so that's very important, his credentials. Okay, the Japanese did an extremely good job of keeping the candlesticks quiet from the Western world. Yes, they did, right until the 1980s. So in 1980s, somebody discovered this information and was so gracious enough to bring it back to the United States for us to learn. Okay, and then suddenly there was a large cross-pollination of banks and financial institutions around the world. Okay, this is when the Westerners finally got wind of these mystical charts, right? And of course, this was when the computer, the personal computer came about. So it was much more easier for us to, for banks, financial institutions, and places around the world to get a hold of these candlesticks. Okay, so in the late 1980s, the analysts, the Western analysts became candlesticks. So we started analyzing our charts strictly on candlesticks in the 1980s. Okay. All right, so
Mommy.
Okay, in December of 1989.
Mommy.
Yes.
Can I have my phone?
Your phone. I'm reading the book.
Huh?
I'm reading the book. All right, so since then, candlesticks have gained popularity, right? Okay, so why is it important for us to use it in our trading analysis? Okay, it's important to us because it's considered a visual representation of what is going on second to second in the market. Okay, just shove it down here. By looking at a candlestick, we can get valuable information about the open high, the open low, and of course the price action, and it tells us about how the price is moving. Okay, and we're going to be looking at candles more in depth tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to try to do this every day. I'm going to do this every day because we got to get through this candlestick book. Hopefully by the end of this month. But if not, then we still getting through the book. Okay, so candlesticks are flexible. They can be used alone or in combination with technical analysis. So moving averages, Bollinger Bands. So not only are we going to put these oscillators on our chart, we're still going to be analyzing what the candles themselves are saying to us. I personally use candlesticks with support and resistance and trend lines. So one of our traders, she be marking up her charts and putting those trend lines in. Okay. It says the human behavior in a relation to money is always dominated by fear, greed, and hope. Okay, and when you have candlestick analysis, you get to take your emotion out and you get to understand more about the buyers and the sellers at their current place and time. Okay, candlesticks provide more valuable information than bar charts. Okay, so that's why if you are a trader, you want to put your candles to the Hakanashi bars. Okay, not just the regular bars. You want the Hakanashi bars that have like the lines that go up and down on the bars. Okay, next page. I think we just have a few more pages for the intro. Just one. Oh, this is the last page right here. Okay, candlesticks are used by most professional traders, right? They especially like banks and major corporations, okay, because they trade millions of dollars every day. This is a $1 trillion industry. Okay, trillions of dollars go through the market every day, and the more informed that we are, we have a better chance of obtaining some of that money every day. Okay, even if you trade $100,000 trading account, you can't move the market. You can't control what's going on in the market. However, you can understand what the bigger boys are doing. Okay, so a lot of the times we hear about market manipulation, and who's manipulating the market? These banks, financial institutions that have like this major money, that can, right? It's about the buyers and sellers. What we're doing isn't really enough to move the market and to make it do anything. But when these corporations are trading millions of dollars, right, they have that influence. Okay, so this is the last of the chapter, of the introduction. So next time I come on, we'll be looking at what do the candles mean, what do the wicks mean, what is a body, just so we can really be knowledgeable in this. Okay, and also so if I leave some homework, I want to leave some homework. I'm a teacher at heart, so my homework would be so in my little trading group, the Divine Wealth group. Okay, we have so far learned about the Morning Star. We learned about the tweezers. Okay, and I don't know what our third one is. So your homework is to look up what a tweezer candlestick is and what a Morning Star candlestick is. So that's point one, to know what it looks like, part one. And part two is to find to like pick a chart in the market, like on MetaTrader 4 or PO Trades. Look through the chart and try to find that candlestick pattern in the chart and then screenshot it. Okay, and then send it to me. Send your homework to me so we can make sure that you identify those two right. Okay, so see you next time for Candlestick Trading Bible Part 2. Bye.